Hey everybody, welcome back to Inside the Park with Emily and Ben. Coming to you today from the north side of Chicago at the friendly Confines, Wrigley Field, home of the Chicago Cubs. Let's take a look around and see what renovations they've done and upkeep they've done here to make this baseball temple good for another 100 years. So it's been a decade since my last visit to Wrigley Field. During that last visit, the history was there, the ivy was there, the brick wall was there. Everything that makes Wrigley Field special was there, but the amenities weren't there. You had porta potties in the concourse, concessions were lacking, seating was uncomfortable. The renovations they undertook in the last several years have really brought Wrigley Field right back up to the top of the list for me. I have to say, I think Wrigley Field is now back in my number one, number two slot as far as ballparks. The Gallagher Way The Gallagher Way area, really nice area, gives you kind of the ballpark village vibe, and I think that's kind of what they were going for there. Also, you know, everything they've done in the seating bowl, from the new chairs, you know, the cleanliness inside the concourses, the updating of the concessions, the team stores, really well done. You've got premium seating now around the dugouts. You have the American Airlines Club right behind home plate. So really well done by the Cubs to really bring Wrigley Field, you know, which is one of the temples of baseball, really bring Wrigley Field into the modern era, but really continue to maintain the historical significance and all the things that make that park special. The way the video boards are integrated, you know, all that stuff just really thoughtfully done at Wrigley Field. So, you know, really enjoyed time there. You know, parking's still a challenge in the area, though the Cubs do have several lots now that you can utilize. There's free parking on nights and weekends at the Irving Park lot. We parked in the RAV4 lot, which was about a block away. It was pricey, $60, but we were going up to Milwaukee, you know, following one of the day games. We were catching a night game in Milwaukee, so it made sense to park and run. Certainly, if you're going to Wrigley, you're gonna, you know, probably use the L, the CTA line there. That's probably your best bet getting into Wrigley. Concessions, fairly priced from my perspective, especially for a big city like Chicago. Good selection of stuff. You know, nachos not great there. I do always give you kind of the nacho readout. The nachos weren't great there, but everything else was really solid that we tried at Wrigley Field. So again, really job well done by the Cubs, bringing a baseball classic into the modern era. From my perspective, back at the top of the list. Well, that's going to do it from the friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Until next time, get outside and get inside the park.